Hello, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. Any questions as to what it is that I do, how do I do it, services that I provide, weekly zodiac sign, Patreon, all of that fun stuff, down below in the description. So we are back. Well, back. We're here with the weekly fire signs. Since I am kind of like just jumping right into readings, I've decided to just go ahead and do weekly um, what do you call them? Elements, signs. So this is fire. So this is Sag, Aries, and Leo. Let's see. Yeah, back and forth. When will the back and forth be done? When will there just be some peace and quiet? Whether it is with what's going on around the world, a job, a significant person, in particular, whether it's a back and forth with arguments or fighting with family members, your children, whatever it is. You just kind of want the back and forth to go away. You kind of just want the things to just kind of settle down. Things to just start to make sense. Not really wanting all of these petty arguments or disagreement with whomever, whether it's just one particular person or with a group of people, whatever it is. It's like you're kind of just done for it, and you're just ready to just like leave all of that behind. But it's like the more you feel that you're trying to leave that, how can I put it? The more you're trying to stay away from arguments and disagreement that you are more than open to discuss, but it's like when you start to just when you start to have a conversation with a person, it's like the lashing out that you feel that you just don't feel like you want to tolerate it anymore. You don't feel that you want to deal with that anymore because you're okay with disagreeing with people, with having your own opinion, with viewing things from a different point of view, but you don't feel that you have to come out harsh, or you don't feel that it is needed to call people name or having to argue or having to speak over somebody in order to get your point across. So when it comes to people that you have been having these disagreements with, when their reaction comes across like that, you don't even have the desire to even partake in those type of arguments, in those types of connections. So there are a few people that you thought you honestly believed and you thought that they were going to be coming with you into your next chapter, into your next cycle, however you want to word it. But at the moment, it's being revealed to you that even those very few individuals that you thought for sure were coming, they were on the same page with you or whatever, are actually not coming with you to the next cycle because they themselves have things that they still have to learn or release. So I don't feel that you're fighting you're not questioning why they're not coming, because you kind of just have gotten to the point where you have learned to trust God, source, divine, universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. But because you are trusting, because you have that faith, you're okay with moving forward, even if that means moving forward on your own. When it comes to this particular cycle that you're going into. So if it is that you're coming out of a relationship and you're trusting and you're having faith that there's going to be a connection that is going to bring you that wish fulfillment, that is going to bring you that unconditional love, a relationship where two people are actually choosing to be with one another and are actually choosing to invest in one another. If this is a job that you are uncertain whether you're going to stay there or not, if it happens that you can't go back, or if it happens that you are relieved from that job, from that position, you are okay because you have faith and you trust that something better is on its way. If these are family members that choose to stop talking to you, or friends that are choosing to stop talking to you because you don't want to hang out, because you don't want to drink, because you don't want to do certain things, then you are trusting and you are having faith that it is okay, because you know, you remember what it was to be stuck in those situations, to be stuck in those emotions, to be controlled by others. So you are okay with going over here by yourself, knowing that you will be connecting to people that are not stuck in that wanting to party and drink every week and then wanting to do this and and being in connections just in general with people that are going to accept you as you are without trying to force you or trying to mold you into something else. So regardless of whatever the situation is, I feel that even though there may be a little fear or excitement, whichever one it is that you're feeling, you can be feeling a little bit of both or one or the other, a little bit, one is maybe stronger than the other. It is not overtaking. It is not overcoming you, because you know where your faith and you know that no matter what, moving forward is always the best choice. Because you realize what it is to get stuck, and how when one gets stuck, sometimes instead of just getting stuck, some people just continue on going backwards because they don't know how to get themselves over that hump, over that little bit of thing that they're supposed to overcome. Hey, sweetie. So it gets to a point where, you are in, like, I feel with the fire signs, you guys are really in this, I feel, how can I put it this way? The fire signs to me are always people that are always like motivated, always excited, always kind of like going and going and going and going and going. And yes, let's do this. And it's like you have that same excitement, but it's like in an accepting way. Like, yeah. Like, even though at the moment I may not be doing something, I'm excited about releasing. I'm excited about this this growing process, where it is not that I'm stuck. It is that I'm allowing myself to go through the process of accepting and releasing without having to torment myself as to why I have to release that person, this situation, this job, but more excited of seeing the outcome of what it is that is actually being released. Because you may have a clue of what it is that you're releasing. You may have a clue of what it is that you're leaving behind or who you're leaving behind, but you don't have the full picture, but you're actually excited to see the end goal of this cycle, if that makes any sense. And that's actually quite beautiful, because it is very hard for many of us. That is one thing that I struggled with a lot when it comes to releasing people, when it comes to releasing situations, when it comes to releasing certain parts of yourself, meaning that releasing the control that I wanted to have over people that I was in connections with, whether they were friends or, romantic relationship, whatever it was. That was something that was very hard for me. releasing the control for certain things. And with everything, you know, if it's an addiction that you're coming, whatever it is that you're overcoming, um, you're really in a good place at the moment with releasing that. And, you know, not, I know that a lot of people are struggling with the, especially people that have not been home, that do not know how to spend time with themselves, that are used to always being around other people. I know that they're having a very hard time. And if you fit in one of those groups where, excuse me, you're still working for someone else, but at the moment you are quarantined at home, let's put it that way, then you are actually, when it comes to you guys, fire signs. Those of you that have been working, um, when it comes spiritually, when it comes to getting to know yourself and things like that, you're actually looking at this opportunity that we have at the moment as a blessing, because it is giving you that time to finally release what it is that you wanted to release, or to finally have that quiet time to how you say it, that quiet time to actually revisit the things that you feel that needed to be revisited. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull out an oracle card. These are the 3 oracle cards that I'm going to be using for the weekly zodiac signs for the extended. So we have Sagittarius, arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Now, when we're talking about that, I'm not saying that, you know, some people think that it's more of like, you know, the devil's coming for you and this and this and this, whatever you want to call it. This is more of that 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 energy of like kind of like reflecting and looking at everything and looking at things from a different perspective, and not allowing yourself to be swayed or persuaded or moved quickly. If that make I don't know if that makes sense. Like kind of like thinking for yourself versus having other people think for you. Having your own voice, speaking what you feel that is the truth, what you feel that is your truth, versus what other people are telling you is your truth. That is kind of like more the protective energy that I'm sensing and that I'm trying to describe. One where you choose what is true to you, you choose what you believe in, and how things manifest or move forward. Aries, snake, shed old skin. So the Aries at the moment are going through that process, like actively, of letting go of things. But for the Aries, I feel that it's more an inner work. There's things within yourself that you need to release. There's things within yourself that you have to just let go of completely. Whether you are somebody that are constantly doubting yourself, or somebody that questions everything that you do, everything that you say, you probably in the past were really cautious or about how you dressed or the way that you talked or whatever, because you didn't want to be seen or viewed a certain way. These are all things that you are finally releasing. These are all things that you are letting go of. And then we have Leo. Just kind of funny because you're a fire sign, but it says water guardian, connect to your emotions. So this period of time where you are accepting the release of whatever it is that you're releasing, the things that are staying behind, you're being asked to reconnect with your emotions. There are emotions that you for so long suppressed, not necessarily because you felt that they were bad or anything like that, but it was more because you were so busy doing so much. So this time of release is allowing you to reconnect with a lot of things that you were once passionate about, a lot of things that you wanted to move forward with. a lot of ideas, a lot of plans. So all of these emotions are bringing things that you kind of put in the back burner. And as you allow yourself to reconnect with your own emotions as to what you're passionate about, what you love, what brings you happiness, what allows you to experience like that high, like, you know, for the joy and this and this and that, that is going to be kind of resurfacing a lot of old dreams and a lot of old goals that you had that kind of feel like they were so long ago, but they're resurfacing so that you can go ahead and get back to, you know what, that work. And when I say work, it's not so much like when the earth signs are working, like, you know, meticulously, like, but more like that creative, like, yes, I'm excited, let's do this. It's like you always have, I feel like the fire signs always have like this passion that comes out with everything that they do. And well, guys, that is all that I have for you guys. As always, thank you for all the love and support. And any questions or anything like that, go ahead and look at the description. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye bye. Stay safe during this time, and I hope that you guys are all healthy and well. Bye.